When we want to pray to the universe, and I get emails almost daily, why is the universe not listening to me? Why has the universe treated me like that? And I simply ask them, have you seen the universe and complained to it? Did you get a chance to have a dialogue with the universe? How can you talk about the universe affecting your life if you don't know anything about it? Do you know where the universe exists? The universe exists where consciousness exists. If you are not conscious, there is no universe. The moment you are conscious, there is a universe, automatically. If your consciousness or the soul or the creative power of the soul is immortal, the universe must be immortal. It cannot go away, whether the Mayan calendar ends or any calendar ends or not. The changes of calendars are merely changes of events. It can say that a new age is beginning. That would be a good statement to make. At the end of the Mayan calendar, the edge of the big rock that was used to create the calendar, that has ended and a new age will begin. In that sense, one could say that 2012 as a year in our calendar is of great importance as a year of change. What is the change that is taking place? Any noticeable change? I don't know other changes taking place like wars and crime and sickness and illness. Those things must be happening all over the world. But one change I notice is the shift of spiritual activity of a very high order from the east to the west. I heard from my own master, the great master, that the change is taking place, and within a few years, he spoke to me about 50 years ago, a little more than 50 years ago, and now 50 years ago, he said in about 50 years, there will be a shift in the consciousness of people on this planet, so that those who are searching for truth and the higher reality in the East will now shift to the West. He even said the axis of spirituality itself will shift to the West. And he specifically named North America as one of the centers of that shift. I might confess to you today that I was working on a very good job in India. Before I came here, I was offered the governorship of a state. I was offered a cabinet post in the government. I did not take those. I rushed to this country to see where the change is going to take place so I can take a ringside seat. I came just in time. And I can now see that big revolution taking place in the minds of people, in the souls of people, that they are now seeking the higher truth in a way they never did before. To follow the spirits and to follow things of the world was an old thing that happened. But what is new is that people want to know who they are. What is the purpose of their life? Why are they here? Why are people different? How come if we come from one common ancestor, the Creator, how come we have different bodies, different color of the skin, different nationality, different languages? How did we split into so many? What's the reason for that? Well, the reason is not so obvious, but it can be found. The best way to find the reason is to go to the source. The source at which all reasons can be found and all truth can be discovered happens to be very close to us. Nothing is closer to us in this world except the source of who we are, why we are here, why we are so many, why we are different. That source lies inside our head, everybody's head. It is not outside. Outside is something to be experienced. The experiencer of everything outside does not sit outside. The experiencer of what we are seeing outside sits inside ourselves.